Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? I am leaving work today because I'm on my way later on this evening to go to a concert. So I had some things that I needed to do before I get home to get dressed tonight. So I Edge up in the house. R&B was good. Oh Lord, here's Clara. Hopefully Nacho won't come in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Look, I'm putting the link in the chat. This is Selena's couch. I want to know, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most petty of them all? Honey, I'm telling you, on these YouTube streets, I have not seen so many petty men. It's amazing. Just petty boots up in the house. So I used to be proud to say at one point I was the queen of petty, but now since I'm trying to change my ways and just be reformed, and a new creation in Christ, I'm trying my best not to be the queen of petty anymore. But I can go there. I can go there. Sometimes when you're petty, you can be highly manipulative. You can just be mean spirited. A mixture of all. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I gotta stop doing it. Hey, Scorpio, what's up, Kuda? Yes, Drama Queen is here in the building. So I want to know, and I put the link in my chat. I want to know personally, like, where do you think pettiness comes from? Do you think it's because a person can be, like I said, can either be highly manipulative or just mean spirited or passive aggressive and they don't want to just be aggressive with it? Like, where do you think that pettiness comes from? Like I told you, ma'am, I'm telling you, I used to be the queen of petty. I did tit for tat because I'm like, you're not going to get one up on me. Thank you, Cutting Edge. I appreciate you. Shout out to Cutting Edge. So sweet, so kind. And tomorrow, hopefully, if I go live, because I got stuff to do on Saturday too. I think Saturday evening I got something planned. But I think hopefully I'm gonna do a live at 1 love on YouTube. So hopefully I have me some guests up here. But back to what I was saying. So have y'all ever just been really just petty? Y'all just been really just tick for tat? What was the situation? Why did you do what you do? Why were you so petty? Why did you feel like being petty was necessary? Like I said, for me, I believe in tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? I believe in, hey, uh, live by the sword, die by the sword. I didn't get into the doctrine and theology of turning the other cheek a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But then as I matured, and I am still maturing because I'm not where I need to be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. I feel like, you know what? I'm not gonna even do that. I try to take the high road, but before I took the low road. But I just see how a lot of times people be petty and doing stuff, and it's like, what's the reason for you to do that? Is that just to prove a point to somebody? And a lot of times when we do stuff, like I told this little boy in my class, I said, he did a lot of stupid stuff to get attention. And I asked him a simple question. I said, what's the reason for you doing that? You know, and he was like, what do you mean? I said, are you trying to get attention because you don't get it at home? What are you lacking that you have to do all of that just to get attention? And a lot of times, it's just a simple question that we sometimes got to ask ourselves why we do what we do. What's the reasoning? What's the purpose? Is it because you don't want people to feel like, like in my case, my pride and ego, like they got one up on you? Or you trying to put somebody in their place? Now I ain't saying some people deserve to be put in their place. Now I agree with that, but at the same time, the methods that we do is really madness, because some of the methods that some people use, you be wondering where you coming from, what you got going on, Why is it that you always got to prove a point to somebody? Okay. Why you always got to prove a point? Hey, Ryan. Hey, 309. How are you?
How you doing? I want to say this to you and get off real quick. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the best looking after all? If it's you, your personality, or just you just being real. That's what I like to know.
What the hell?
I feel
All
like
right,
you just your
309.
realness and everything, just everything about you just fits perfect. When you describe it, just shows what it is, and that's it. There's nothing to be said
Okay.
about it.
Shout out, shout out to 309. That's cute. I appreciate that, 309. Shout out to you for that.
Yeah, I just had to say that, you know what I mean? But I'm
Okay.
gonna say this right there. Sometimes we have to look at our mirror and figure ourselves out and what we're doing wrong. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta answer to
Yeah,
that all most high too when you look at yourself
right.
in the mirror too. You may be caught up to making money, maybe caught up in the work, you may be caught up into so much that you don't see it, you know?
Right, that part. So basically, we're caught in ego, we're caught in being materialistic,
Right?
we're caught in a lot of different motives to our madness. Like, there's a lot of different reasons why we do what we do. I told you before, just a minute ago, I did it because of ego. I did it because I'm trying to prove a point. You're not gonna do this to me. I'm this, I'm that. So you're not gonna do this.
Right.
And a lot of times the things that we do is really uncalled for because at the end of the day, as long as we're good with us and we got real people that's around us and supporting us and there for us, you shouldn't have to try to prove yourself to people, especially people you don't know. You know what
There's
I'm
not like
saying?
people, when you have friends that you grew up with, you know what I mean, you
Mhm.
do crazy stuff and rugged stuff. You don't realize your ego's getting to you right there. You doing
Right,
when you're out there on those streets doing crazy things, you know what I mean? Until it's too
right,
late.
right,
And when
right,
it's too late, you cannot look back
right.
on it no more.
Yeah, shout out to you for that. Hey, Kalani. Hey, Philly, Philly. What's good, Miss Collins? My New Orleans sister, Miss Collins. Miss Collins, boy, Miss Collins hot in the streets, y'all. Let's see who else we got up in the house. We got Neutron in the house. My Saggy buddy. Okay. Thank you, Tuber. I appreciate you for coming through and showing me some love. Shout out to Tuber on here. He always tries to share my live. Thank you, Kalani. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, Miss Collins hot in these streets. Boy, Miss
Yeah.
Collins
Oh,
about to set it
absolutely. It's out
off.
on these streets. I own you two streets and the real streets. You might say they almost both the same thing, except you're not face
Yeah.
to face with a 12 gauge or semi-automatic to your face.
Oh Lord, not all that, but okay. Okay. Yeah, but Miss Collins gonna do like Bootsy and set it off after a while. But anyway, back to what I was saying. um I often wonder why people do what they do. Now, like I told you, I
So they
did it
want
because of
attention.
ego. Yeah, I did it for ego. I didn't do it for attention. I did it for ego because I'm going to get you back. I'm going to
Right.
get you back. And so I
Oh,
always
yeah,
say,
Texas revenge. How you love sweet Texas revenge? I want to ask you from a Texan, from a Pennsylvania to a Texan. How you love sweet Texas revenge?
I don't know about that. I just know I got good. I feel good when I got that revenge back. Like
That's
I
that. See,
said,
that told you that's that sweet Texas revenge.
yeah.
People
So
take
I just
no
feel good.
on that.
It was
Texans are
like
famous
good.
for that.
It was like good
Especially in
home
the South.
cooking
Even
with neck
Georgia, they're famous for
bones.
that too.
Yeah, 309. It was like neck bones, me me eating
Oh,
neck
damn.
and collard greens with cornbread, sometimes hot water cornbread. So yeah, so that
Man.
that's how sweet revenge tastes to me. But at the end of the day, um, karma has a receipt on everybody. So whatever you put out, it's going to come back to you. So a
Right.
lot of times you don't have to seek revenge. You don't have to be petty with people because if they really did something to you, they did something disrespectful to you or did something ugly to you just because they don't like you or for whatever reason, it's going to come back to them. Like I said, karma has a receipt
You know how
on
it comes back?
everybody.
It comes
It
back
comes
like a
back in
jerk.
different ways.
Yep, it comes back like like a German Shepherd and a pit bull biting you in the ass and interlocking.
Oh Lord. Hey Miss B, I put the well let me stop talking loud. I'm in the beauty supply house trying to get me a
So that just wanted to
uh
just give you some advice on that. I just wanted to chop it up and have a little fun with you. You know what I'm saying?
all right, I appreciate you 309. I put the link in the chat so if anybody, hey Deborah, how are you? I'm trying to find
See,
me a
my channel
cowboy
shows the
hat.
tech. Then I like to show the realities of life on my channel. I don't like to do a lot of talking on my channel.
Oh, okay. Well, you can tell people. I don't know if I have been. I think I have some. Hey, Rodney. I don't know. Are you going to be available tomorrow at 1 o'clock?
I try
Let
to.
me know, Rodney. No, I'm talking to Rodney.
Oh, right. Okay. Right.
Rodney,
Okay.
uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have Rodney on my platform. Hopefully,
I'm gonna
he's
check
gonna
it
do
out.
the. Hopefully, he's gonna do the love on YouTube. But yeah, like I said, I had a history of being extremely petty just because I felt like it helped. And then I realized that it's
I can
not really
imagine.
necessary. Let me go and ask this
I
man.
can really see it, full face and frontal. You know. Woo.
Oh, okay. Divine.
Yeah.
Hey, Divine. Hey, how you? How you doing, sir? Do you have any cowboy hats? That's it? Oh, God. Yeah, I'm sorry. We kind of sold had a bunch of them, but people were buying them. You know where else I can go to find a cowboy hat? Because the one I had. There's another beauty supply here at Depot, like right down the street. Uh-huh. Right behind that Golden Chick on Westmore. Yeah, you think they might have? Okay, thank you. No problem. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. This so ghetto. Hey,
I'm going
Jay.
to admit, y'all did play a good game against us. I mean, I'm going to give Cowboys their credit. Your team is pretty good. So I'm going to admit that to you. That's it. I'm not one of these ignorant fans from my city and all that. I understand things and stuff like that, and I'm very respectful guy.
Oh, Lord. 309. Free Selena. 'Cause I don't know what's going on here, but we gonna keep it going. We gonna stay focused on the topic. But
Okay, that's okay. So you can get back to the topic. All right.
yes, yes. All right. But 'cause I gotta go somewhere else in the hood to find me a cowboy hat. So but back to what I was saying, honey. I tell you, Miss B, I mean, I was so petty. I was so petty. And then I think about the stuff that I used to do, and I said, you know what? I didn't even have to do that. But because I just had such a big ego, because I was so damn prideful, um, and I
Pride.
put the link in the chat so anybody can come up. Thank you so much. I don't know who this is. Divine. Thank you. Um, Philly, my boy Philly. Because I was so freaking prideful and everything, I just really did some stuff because I just wanted to, and I felt better once I did it. And I said, where does
Mhm.
that come from? Where does that come from? So I'm
I'm gonna let you
learning
know
to
too
be.
where it comes from.
Oh, I already know where it comes from. Not 309, but thank you.
I know where it come from, and I think it was because in a and I had a little bit of a mean streak with it as well. Um,
Right.
I had a mean streak on me. You know, they said you better watch the red girls, but I had a bit of a mean streak to me, and it started when I was young. It started when I was a little girl.
Oh,
And
okay.
you have those little cousins, that would come over, you play with and stuff like that, and y'all kind of get into it, and then I would do like little stuff just to get them back, and then I started doing it once I got a teenager and then grown, and then I had to just realize, um, that's so childish, but it feel good because I'm appeasing my ego. I'm appeasing the pride in me, in my heart, because I had a lot of pride in my heart. And that's why a lot of people do what they do. They got a lot of pride. Now, I'm not
Yep.
saying don't allow let people, hey, Mr. Clean. I'm not saying let people run over you. I'm not saying just don't ever speak on stuff when people do certain things. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is choose your battles wisely. Sometimes your ego
True indeed.
can get you into a lot of unnecessary BS. It can get you in a lot of unnecessary BS. It can also damage relationships before they even start. It can
It could
damage
damage business.
friendships. And I appreciate you, 309. But
I'm gonna get
can you
going.
please, yeah, go ahead and if you can step down for a minute, and then I'm gonna give somebody else another opportunity to talk. And
Okay.
then
So leave me out
but
because I
yeah,
don't know how to work this right now.
okay, just push the X. It's the X on here.
Hold on,
Uh-huh.
let's see the X is now on my joint on here on my Samsung S23. Let me see if I can do
Oh,
that.
okay. Yeah. So, we do things because we feel like somebody sometimes owes us something. We have a sense. I notice a lot of people have a sense of entitlement. And the sense of entitlement is it can be a slippery slope. I'm gonna just say that when you have a sense of entitlement, you think people owe you something when they don't. People don't have to give you love. People don't have to give you respect. People don't have to show kindness to you. People don't have to show support to you. Do you know the people that come in my chat and they come on regularly and they show me love, and it's not, like I said, it's not always monetary. Don't have to always be. You know what? I just thank God for it, because guess what? You don't have to do that. You don't have to show me love. You don't have to show me no type of support. But the fact that you do, and you don't have to. Now, say for instance, I was a self-entitled bastard. I was a self-entitled scallywag. And I felt like just because I'm me and I'm Selena the Great, you owe me something. And that's where some pettiness comes from. It comes from that self-entitlement. It comes from that pride that a lot of people have. And unfortunately, some people are in their 30s and 40s and they don't understand why the things they do, the things that they do, they don't understand why. And I had to ask this little boy, like I told you in my class, because he was acting a plumb fool and doing stupid stuff to get attention. And I had to don't walk in front of my car, girl. I had to ask him, why are you doing what you're doing? What is behind what your actions? Because everything we do is something behind that. And I remember when my grandmother used to say, don't let anybody abuse or misuse you, or, if they hit you, hit them back. Whatever they do, get them back. And so that kind of that kind of mindset, it kind of turned into something toxic a little bit, because I wasn't just defending myself. I was just doing stuff just to be mean and spiteful. And that's the type of behavior we have to, as adults, if we want to be decent adults, have to correct. But if you want to be malicious, mean spirited, and whatever, you can just keep doing what you're doing if you okay with it. But if you actually believe in an afterlife, or actually want to develop as a decent human being, you're going to start to look at yourself and start questioning why you do what you do, and try to work on what you need to work on. And when I realized that, I turned what my grandmother told me and I made it to where I would just be mean and malicious because I wanted to, right? There's a difference between taking up for yourself, defending yourself, and just being mean and malicious and doing it ongoing. It's kind of like I have a saying, how an old saying that some older people. I use a lot of old sayings. I don't know what these people doing, but I'm finna go. Hopefully this fool will stop. Beating a dead horse. A lot of people enjoy beating a dead horse. They get something out of it. And the question is, what do you get out of continuously being spiteful, continuously trying to bring the worst out in a person? What are you getting out of that? And why is that important to you? It should be the question. See, I'm not one of those and even though some idiots tried to make me, I'm not some just a highly spiritual person to where I'm just, all Miss Christian.
Miss Goody Two Shoes, like people wanted me to believe, like people wanted to, to believe themselves and project it on me. I'm not that type of person. I'm real. And really, I don't have to tell you I'm real. I can just be me, and I could care less about whether you feel I'm real or fake. But I'm gonna just be me. All I know how to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those people that want to give you an inspirational quote and sound good and talk in a soft voice like I ain't never cussed nobody out. Okay, I'm gonna just be real about it. And I hope I can find me a cowboy hat. Y'all have any cowboy hats in here? Over there. Okay, let me go over here. Yeah, I'm looking for a Western cowboy hat. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. Okay. Dang, this is messed up. I'm trying to go to the concert tonight, and honey, they talking about doing Western outfits and stuff and all that foolishness. So I'm trying to find me a hat that go kind of like with it. What color? Well, I got some fuchsia metallic boots. Okay. So I'm looking more for black. But I might just have, let me see that. I don't know. That black hat up there. I don't know where else to go. I wonder, should I go to Walmart? Um, you think Walmart? You know how they have a hat section? Yeah. Mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just talking. I'm a Burlington hat section. Okay. I would do like Uptown. No, I ain't trying to do that. If I can't find this, hell, I'm just gonna wear what I got, or I might just get one of these hats and call it a day. Like, y- yeah, this one I'm gonna probably just get a black one like this, honey. Oh, you gonna go and just do the dazzle? Yeah, because my boots are kind of bedazzled. Right. But I don't know if that's gonna be too much though, because they're fuchsia metallic. So, damn, this is crazy. I knew I should see. I always wait to the last minute to do stuff, and this ain't no cowboy looking hat. Right. Okay, I'm gonna go to Walmart. That's my last place. If I can't find them, well, the hell with it. All right, thank you. All right, that's okay. Okay, now I'm getting up out of here because I don't need to be spending no extra money. But anyway, but like I was saying, somebody going off. I don't know what they got going on, but anyway, yeah. So a lot of people just be doing stuff and they just be beating a dead horse, and it's like, okay, what's your motivation? And then once you get what you want, what you gonna do with it? you know, and that's the stuff I had to kind of ask myself. Like when I do stuff, why do I do what I do? Hey Alice, how are you? I don't know Mr. Clean, what's good? Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Um, you said, did you try Halloween Spirit? Hey Fatty. No, I'm not going on a trail ride tonight. Hey Captain Wolf. Not a trail ride tonight, but soon. I'm going to a concert tonight, and it's going to be blues concert, honey. And so me, every now and then, me and my cousins, we get together. It's four of us. I have a million of them, but it's four of them that I was closer to, that I grew up with, right? And so we're going to, and they know I was the queen of petty. We're going to a blues concert. So it's going to be a girls' night. I'm not going on date night. It's girls' night this night. So I am going to, one of my cousins, I call her the general because she's an attorney, honey. And she be trying to run stuff. and tell us how she, what we should do. But she did answer this time, and I should have just spoke up and just said, I don't want to do Western because that stuff is hard to find. All on, cowboy hats and stuff. And now since Beyonce, they come out with this, this Western stuff, with her singing. Everybody now, every black woman now got a cowboy hat, and I don't know why I didn't get one. And then I borrowed one, but it has brown in it, and I'm wearing some boots, some really cute boots with that are uh fuchsia metallic with rhinestones in it. You know me, I'm flashy boots. So I'm gonna be stepping up in there, and I want my hat to at least be black. So I gotta go find that, and if I can't find it, then I'm not gonna worry about it. But I'm gonna have my boots on, so that's some kind of Western look. But I think they gonna have some hats or whatever. Back to what I was saying, because I go on left field. Thank you so much, Alice. I go left field, but yeah. So it was like people be doing stuff, and it's like, what you be doing that for? Like, what you getting out of it? This is off the subject. I want to shop, go to a Mexican store that be selling them hats and stuff, because they be having cowboy hats too. But I'm trying to hurry up, get my eyebrows done, and get to the house. But back to what I was saying. Um, yeah, people be doing stuff out of just out of malice, out of ego, out of self entitlement, out of being hateful. You know what I'm saying? I know that was some of mine. You know, and when you learn to check that and don't think that behavior is okay, because when you get a certain age, when you get in your 30s, then you start you creeping into your 40s, and then you going into your 50s, and then you going into your 60s, and you still doing that, being a petty boots. You need to go sit down somewhere. You need to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm telling you, I had to check me, because now I still got it in me. I still got it in me. I still got the Queen of Petty down in there somewhere. But I be trying to pull it. I be trying to put it back. I be trying to put it all the way back in the closet, because I know that behavior is just me trying to prove a point when I don't have to a lot of times. You know, I can tell you how I feel and move on, or I could just move around. See, a lot of times pettiness just is basically trying to prove a point. And to be honest with you, it used to be women was real petty. They used to say women are catty, women are petty. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I see a lot of men taking the cake. Like they got it. They don't want. Cause the stuff that is they do is unnecessary and it's unwarranted. Like, say what the hell you need to say and move the hell around. Do what you need to do and move the hell around. Why do you always have to prove a point? Just do. Just be. You know what I'm saying? And for some people, it's easier said than done. That means you got a lot of work to do. You got so much immaturity inside of you that you need to get out. See, it's people that are be so prideful. You ever had people that be so prideful they can't admit when you right? Or you got some people that's so prideful they just want to prove a point, and they're ruining a relationship even before it starts. They're ruining a relationship. It could be platonic or it could be romantically. It could be family. It can be business wise. Like, a lot of times people be doing petty stuff, and they think that, oh, they don't nobody see them. Don't nobody know what they up to. But real recognize real, and they know when somebody on some BS, and they know when there's somebody being petty just because they want to be, right? Just because they trying to prove a point. What's up, Biz? How are you? So a lot. Good to see you. Hey, Blaze. Yeah, not petty boots. I said petty boots because I was petty boots, right? And so a lot of times people they be really
trying to prove a point to people, and it's like, you doing all that for what? What you gonna tell me? What you gonna show me any different? And I'm one of them people. I used to be trust people for face value sometimes. I say, oh no, maybe they not, maybe they not trying to be this way. Maybe they just, and then a lot of times they do. They do be trying to be petty. They really do. And they don't think people catch that stuff. So now, since I'm paying attention to not only myself, but I'm paying attention to other people, I can start seeing, oh, so this is what we doing. Now I can choose because of my ego and respond to you and give you the same type of petty you done gave me or even more. And like I told you, I was the queen of petty, so I try to outdo you just to show you you didn't win. That's how silly I could be. That's exactly how silly I can be, right? But then I think about it, I say, you know what? I'm getting older. I'm getting older. And just like I have to make good decisions about my money, I got to make good decisions about everything. Not just when, when my money, saving my money and investing, not just making sure I treat people right, but I gotta look at everything in my life and see and really ask myself questions like, why do I do what I do? Why do I do what I do? You know what I'm saying? And then I started really paying attention to my behavior. See, I'm not one of those people, like I said before, I'm not so religious and all of a sudden so spirit filled. I can't be real with myself or real with other people. I am not there. I do not walk on water. Neither do I think I'm just all so super spiritual that, I got it all together. Because if you ever listen to me without judging me, you would understand. I know I don't have it all together. And I know I'm not all that I should be. And sometimes I can be downright, just like anybody else, hypocritical. Because at the end of the day, I'm human, but I don't make excuses for being human. I'm just letting you know I'm not going to have it all together. I'm not going to have everything up to par in my life. I'm not going to say the right things. Some days I may forget and say the S word or whatever. Some days I might go straight off. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just part of being a human. That's not making an excuse because I can call out my own bad behavior. How many people gonna tell you I'm the queen of petty? And then after they say the queen of petty, they look at themselves and they know that certain things I can't do anymore because I'm trying to mature. I'm trying to be better than I was last year. Because I'm going to tell y'all, last year was a struggle for me. I'm telling you, everything. I wanted to set it off every day. I'm telling you, it was always something that was pissing me off. And I had to get myself together because I felt like I was becoming an angry black woman. Y'all know that does not look good. You cute, but if you're an angry black woman, you turn real ugly, real quick. But like I said, it's not just with women. Men got it too. And I see a lot of men that I'm like, yo, you too, you supposed to be a man. You ain't supposed to be that petty like a woman. If you do, I'm starting to, you looking suspect to me. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it 100 because how I came up looking at my grandfather, my uncles, my daddy, men wasn't like that. They said what they had to say, they did what they had to do, and they move around, right? And they stood on everything they said. Okay, so that's what I'm used to. So I can't tell in this day and time if men are more petty or women are more petty. I think it's both. And it's unfortunate that you get so many different, you get so many men that's worse than women. One thing I hate about Clara, don't come here starting nothing. One thing I hate about some men, like I've never seen so many just highly emotional, overly emotional men. I never seen so many men that's so catty. I call them catty boots. in sassy boots. Too much of the petty boots. Men are supposed to be men. Women are supposed to be women. And I'm gonna say that because even though you're a woman, it still don't give you permission to be just super petty. And that's why I said at this point in my life, like I'm just gonna call it for what it is. A spade is a spade. If I like it, I like it, and if I don't, I don't. If I want to be around you, I do, and if I don't, I don't. I move around. I do what I want to do. What's best for me in my life. And I don't owe anybody an explanation because at the end of the day, when I die, I don't have to give an explanation for that. The only person who is God, the Most High. Everybody else can take a back seat. We on the same level, right? So you experience things in life and you learn things if you pay attention and you really trying to mature as a person. Because again, I'm definitely not there, but I'm not where I used to be. But you should be progressing. You shouldn't be doing the same BS you was doing last year. I'm sorry. And if you are, you really need to check why you doing what you're doing. That's just point blank. Like I asked that little silly boy in my class, I said, why are you acting up? What are you getting out of acting up? Are you trying to get something from me or other people? And what I meant by that, do you want attention because you lack it at home? And I said, do you get attention at home? That was the other question. He said, yes. I said, so the attention that you want is not going to be the attention that you are going to get. And what I mean by that is he wanted to be accepted because I'm going to be honest with you. He's been raised by his mother and his grandmother. So he acts a little like a little fruity. Okay. And he does things because he tries to be funny. And basically he does it for acceptance and attention. So when I asked him that, I said, so what are some ways that you can actually get what you want without being silly and being disruptive? Like, what are some ways? And he was like, and he kind of looked like he was thinking. I said, because what you're doing, you're not going to get what you want. You're going to get the opposite. See, people, I told him there's two different things. There's people that laugh at you and there's people that laugh with you. I said, what you're getting, your desired result is to be accepted. Your desired result is to get attention. But what you're getting is people laughing at you instead of with you. So you got to think of some ways to get what you want without doing something negative. And so he kind of had to think about that. And I noticed since I said that, he's kind of calmed down a little bit, because before he was just walking around, hi, and walking around, twisting around and twisting his butt and going on. And I'm like, what's going on with this? And I'm trying to figure out, how can I help this young man? And so when I asked him those questions, that really helped him to kind of think. And so now I say every day now, I said, did you remember what I said? He said, yes. I said, so let's practice that today as well. Every day you need to be doing this. You need to be practicing or asking yourself these questions because that's going to help you to kind of look at your behavior to see, is this something appropriate or not? So sometimes as adults, we got to do the same thing. We've been doing some asinine stuff and we be thinking it is cool and it's good, but you look like a jackass. And some people don't got real people around them, so ain't nobody real around them that that can actually tell them, hey, don't do that. You looking real stupid. You looking real foolish out here, trying to be petty. You looking real stupid. I'm so glad I got real people around. Hey, Alan, I'm so glad I got real people around me to tell me you sound stupid. You looking stupid. Stop doing what you're doing. Okay. I'm so glad I got people like that, because if I didn't, sometimes with in my own delusion, I'd be thinking I'm doing right and doing something good, and I'm looking a whole fool out here. So that's why a lot of times it's good to have people around you that's actually real, not telling you what they want to tell, what you want to hear, but actually tell you what is true, what will help you. So you won't be going around here looking like somebody's jackass. Because that's what a lot of times people be looking like. They be looking like big ass. They be looking like jackasses because nobody ain't telling them the truth. They ain't got no real people around them. And I stopped giving unsolicited advice to people, especially if we're not really cool like that no more, or if our relationship has changed, or maybe I'm not feeling you like that. No, I stopped giving advice to help people like that, because a lot of times people want to do what they want to do anything anyway, and they think that their behavior is good. So, and they think that nothing they do is wrong. So I stopped giving unsolicited advice to people, because a lot of times most people just want to hear what they want to hear anyway. It never feels good to hear stuff, that doesn't make you look or feel like you in a good light. You know what I'm saying? But it's good medicine. And we all know that medicine don't taste good, but some people need it. And that's why if everybody telling you, oh yeah, do this, and they ain't really being real with you and being like, nah, you looking crazy out here, then you might need to check your friend circle. You might need to check if they really your friend or really care for you. Like, again, I don't give unsolicited advice anymore, especially when my relationship changes from people, because I'm like, yeah, get it on your own, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Who? And forgive me for saying that, but that's really what I be saying. But I'm like, get it on your own, and I'll step back and I'm like, off with your head. You know what I'm saying? I can be like that, because I tried to help you before, but you thought maybe I was hating, or you thought I was tripping, or you thought I was, trying to play safe, when I'm trying to actually give you information and to help you, because I see you might be going down a wrong path, or I see you may be associating with maybe some unsavory people. But if you decide to do what you want to do, I'll step back and I'll let you do what it do. So I stopped giving unsolicited advice for people that don't give a damn and don't want to hear the truth no way. And again, most people don't want to hear the truth because it don't feel good and it don't sound good. You know what I'm saying? So I really just try my best just to be real straight up with you without being offensive. But at the end of the day, I can't please everybody. Neither do I want to or try to at this point. Some people will accept my message, but some people will not, because of the messenger, which would be me. But at the end of the day, can't nobody tell me I'm not working on me. And I don't have to be sitting looking at and reading the Bible for 24 hours for people that really know me to know that I am maturing and I'm becoming what I need to be. Again, I don't come off with no soft voice quoting scriptures and making y'all feel like I've really changed. No, I want you to see it in my life. How I move, how I don't let stuff bother me, and I'm stay unbothered, even when I got people or a person coming at me or saying untrue things about me. Like, I want to keep it where I'm living my life and I'm being exactly who I say I am. Because, see, it's a lot of people say, I'm a genuine person, I'm a good person. None of us are good. None of us are good at the end of the day. Hey, Robert, none of us are good. At the end of the day, unlike some people, I know I need some redemption. I know I need a savior. I know I need some prayers, somebody to help me, somebody to correct me. And I'm one of the fortunate ones that had people in my life that poured into my life, whether it was at my school, whether it was at my church, whether it was at a mentoring group. I had, whether it was my families, my big cousins, my big sisters, I had people to actually pour into my life. So when I get straight up ignorant, or I feel they feel like I might be going down the wrong path, they let me know. Hey, they pull me by the coattail. You going the wrong way, sis. You going the wrong way, Selena. Right? And so that's how I know that I'm going down the path, the right path that I need to go. And again, I'm not perfect. And, it sounds like a cliche when people say, I'm not perfect. And people need to know none of us are perfect and none of us are good. The only goodness that we may have in us is what maybe God's given us or what we've developed and learned over time. Because I'm going to be honest with you, good behavior is a learned behavior. We have to learn to be good. We have to sometimes learn to be giving. Because naturally, since we're so sinful, we're going to do the total opposite of what is good. So that means none of us are good. So get over yourself if you think you're such a great person, because you're not. None of us are exempt from judgment. None of us. Whether you believe in a God, creator, or most high, whatever you believe in, we're not exempt from judgment. And I would say keep living and then die and find out, right? So as I look at myself and I say mirror, mirror on the wall, and I was the pettiest of them all, I realized that pettiness only destroys relationships that I have with people, and it makes me look stupid at the end of the day. I look real stupid trying to be even more pettier than you because my feelings was hurt or I feel some type of way, right? I look real stupid. Now, my friends, people that want to see me crash out, they ain't gonna tell me that. But my real people, my real friends, my real sister, my real brother gonna tell me, you looking crazy and you about to crash out. You need to get a hold of yourself. You're an emotional basket case and you looking stupid. Yeah, you need people like that. Not people that make you feel good even when they know you looking stupid and you about to look like you done crashed out. Not them people, but real people that tell you you too grown, you too old to be trying to be so petty. Go sit your petty boots down and retire your petty boots and get glad. Do something with your life. Find something worthwhile. Quit acting like you have a life and be about it. It's a lot of people that act like they so happy and got a life and they doing this and they doing that. And they not. They just as fake as a $3 bill. Just fake. But they pretend like they got it all together. They pretend like their life is so good and everybody's life is trash. They just being petty. It's not like they're really happy. They just want to prove a point to make themselves feel good for that little moment that I got it together. And my life looks better than yours. And then poke out their tongue. That's what people do. That's what people do when they front and they on Instagram and they on YouTube and they on Facebook doing the most, trying to prove to strangers. Go ahead. Trying to prove to strangers that they got it going on. And nobody checking for you, boo. Nobody. But you checking for other people because you trying to prove a point to people that don't even know you. I just want to be petty because I want to prove a point because I'm this and I'm that. Don't nobody give a damn at the end of the day. Nobody that really got a life and really can see through the BS. Because I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people can see through BS when they see it, but some people won't say nothing about it. And I'm one of them people. If you my real friend or you a real you a person that I, like and care for in some type of way, I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, you might not want to do that, but it's on you if you do. It's on you if you do. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Russell. You said, "How are you doing, my beautiful baby mama? I want to send you something for the Yam Peach Fund. Hoping to get a bite. Oh God. But bless you, baby. Have a good day. I'm sorry. I'm just talking. Oh yeah. Don't nobody care about what's up, Slim? Hey Billy. Nobody care what you got going on. Ain't nobody ain't nobody worried, sissy. While you trying to be ugly to people that you may once care for, once like, you making yourself, you making it worse. Show Rick crazy but what's up, GMC? Yeah, what's up? I'm like, stop being such a petty sassy boots, you know? And when you recognize you got good people around you, a lot of things people do is because of miscommunications and misunderstandings. And instead of people being real with folks and just being like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm hurt. Or I didn't like when you did, or, hey, I'm feeling this way. Because as adults in this day and time, we don't know how to communicate. We just go straight for the juggler because that's what we're used to. That's what we're comfortable with for whatever reason, which is sad. But instead of people doing that and putting and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna be petty. I'm gonna see if it's something that maybe we can talk about, maybe we can resolve. They won't do it and they can't do it. I'm gonna say they can't do it, and some of them just won't do it because of pride, because of I want to feel better about how you hurt me or how you piss me off. But before, a lot of times, not all the times, but before a person, I'm talking about if you had any type of association with a person, before you was angry with a person, this is not all the time. This is if you had some type of relationship with the person. Before you were hurt, you were well no before you were angry with that person, you was actually hurt by something that they did or they said. It was something that maybe you maybe misinterpret, maybe it was a misunderstanding, and sometimes it's just because people do not know how to communicate with folks. It's all about just going straight to the juggler. Like, what are we doing? I keep saying this, when you get in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, you gonna have to grow the hell up. Cause some of the stuff that you are doing is just straight up hella foul. And people don't tell you because people scared maybe you gonna bite their head off. Maybe you gonna start acting funny and start treating them the way you treat other people. Sometimes people just, they kind of scared because some folks, you just don't know how they gonna react when you tell them, you looking crazy, right? And especially on YouTube, you have a live stream with your name in it. So you definitely can't tell people on here because people, they get in their feelings. They ready to do a live stream on your ass and a whole series. Okay. So you do have to be careful. But if you have some type of camaraderie with a person, if you've had some type of friendship with a person or an association with a person, what's wrong with actually being men and women and being able to communicate without the extra pettiness? What's wrong with that? See, I got some people, they extra petty now. They won't even, you know, they won't show up because they just being petty. And that's fine. But that just goes to show me your type of maturity. See, some people, when you've been there for them and they can't show up for you, and because they feel away or they feel hurt by something or they don't like something, they'll try to be, not show up for you just to be petty. But you just make relationships worse when you have that type of mindset. And that's what I had to learn coming up. Your pettiness and bad attitude get you nowhere. Your meanness, being vindictive, being malicious, it gets you absolutely nowhere. But in broken, bad relationships, You can't keep nobody in your life. You can't keep a friend. You can't keep a woman. You can't keep a man. You can't keep nobody. You can't even get along with people at your job because you think they out to get you. You think they did something wrong to you all the time. Just a miserable person. But then want to be acting out like you got it all together, that you such a nice person, you such a good person, and then you going here, you going there, and you showing everybody how fabulous your life is, and going around in a house and a condo that you can barely afford, robbing Peter to pay Paul, trying to press people that don't give a damn about you with your petty, insecure, immature ass. And how dare you judge somebody when you got that type of behavior? How dare you? And that's why I say I do not just get so excited about all these people when they show and do all this like they got it all together, because a lot of times people be faking and shaking. They be faking it until they can make it. And that's really what people be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who else came in here. But yeah, hey, Mr. Make You Rich. Right. So, I'm just like, yo, these people be wilding out here, man. As my New York homeboy would say, they be wilding out here. They be doing some of the most craziest stuff just to be petty. And I'm like, you gonna be doing it by yourself. Like I said, I did that foolishness. I was the queen of petty in my early 20s, in my early 30s too. Then I said, you know what, mid 30s, it's time for you to just grow up. You know what I'm saying? You should have grew up a lot. And there was some ways that I grew up, but it was some ways that I didn't. And I had to take accountability for that, because I said, it's time for you to kind of wise up. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to stop being the I would say maybe the atypical of what they say a black woman is. Bitter, mean, angry, black woman. Being just super petty, just being mean just because you're trying to prove a point. You got such an ego problem. You know what I'm saying? Put your ego aside. Put your self-righteous ass aside, because some people are self-righteous. I've been self-righteous. Put your self-righteous self aside. Put your pettiness aside. Put your pride aside and just live. And like I said, karma always has a receipt. So you don't have to get people back. Life gets them back. It may not come when you think it should, but it's going to come. And when it comes, every dog has their damn day. And when they have their day, they're going to remember what they did to you. That's just how it is. None of us can escape it. Again, karma has a receipt. We all get it back, good or bad. So I'm just saying, just be you and be the best you can be. And if you see you got some ways about you, don't make excuses for them. Don't spend another year doing the same stupid stuff you've been doing, because that's going to get you nowhere but more problems. Just more problems. And here you are, done wasted another year being petty, being silly, being mean, being childish, just because you felt like it. Y'all, I appreciate everything that y'all did today. That's all I have to say, because hey, chill, because I have to go and get my eyebrows done, and then I gotta go find me a hat, because I only got a couple of hours, so I gotta get this all done. But anyway, love y'all to Reese's Pieces. Thank you for everything you guys do, and y'all don't have to be nice to me, but y'all do, and I appreciate you. And I don't want to be self-entitled to think I'm owed this, because I'm not. I appreciate you guys. And and also tomorrow I'm going to be doing a Cash App giveaway. I'm gonna try to do two. I'm hopefully I'll have some people to come up tomorrow, and be a part of my live stream, I sure would appreciate it. And I'm going to give two away. I'm going to give one to a member, and I'm going to give one to just a subscriber, regular subscriber that doesn't have a membership, because I want to show that I can give back. I don't ever want to be so selfish and to think that it's all about me, myself, and I. And that's a lot of problems that people have. They're so damn self-centered and thinking everything's about them. They could never see anybody else's point of view. They could never see anybody else's problems, because it's all about them. But I digress. But anyway, I hope that you guys will come, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And you know me, I'm gonna be taking some pictures, snap, snap. And I don't mean to toot my own horn, but toot, toot, my boots are cute. So I'll be ready for that tonight. So you guys be great, and hope you guys stay out of trouble. I know I am. I'm staying out the way, y'all. On the sidelines, y'all. Bye.
Selena.
It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and roll.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good. We can do whatever we want to do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe. Yeah, you're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.